Okay. Definitely don't want that on. Nope. We can deal with that, I guess. All right. Pretty sure it's on. No, until I do this. %27%. That's not good. How do I get rid of these screens, bro? God bless, dog. Thank you. Holy cannolis, dude. Alright. Let's lock in. Okay, we're gonna do that. Do this. Do this. Alright. Sweet. Ba, 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 ba. Oh no. Oh no, I did this backwards. What am I doing? Oh crap. Oh no, I turned it off. Okay, I turned it on. Alright, I muted my microphone. But it should be back on now. Is it working? It's not working. Frick. How do I make this thing work? Oh dear. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't know what happened. Oh, it came unplugged, of course. Love that. Love that. Oh no. This is not good. This is not good. Let's get this plugged in. There we go, there we go, there we go. Now we're locked in. We're locked in now. I think it's working now. Let's find out.
This is not good. Let's get this plugged in.
It is working now.
There we go, there we go, there we go. Now we're locked in. We're locked in now.
Guys, if you could, can you type in chat real quick so I can make sure the chat is working?
I think it's working now. Let's find out. Not good.
Can y'all please type in chat? I need to make sure that it is working. I don't see any chat happening right now. Likes on the stream. Leave me a message in chat. That way I can make sure chat is actually working.
Guys, if you could, can you
before I get started on this.
So I can make sure the chat is working? I think it's working now.
If you can type real quick in chat, that would be fantastic.
I need to make sure that it is working. I don't see any chat happening right now. Likes on the stream. Leave me a message in chat. That way I can make sure chat is actually working before I get started on this.
I gotta turn this down. Guess I'll go over here. I'm gonna go over here. Switch account. Let's go to my page real quick. Let's do it. What's going on? What's going on? All right, guys, so we're gonna do a solid hour to 90 minutes, and then I'm gonna eat one more meal before I go to sleep. So any questions that you guys might have about your diet, what you're doing in the gym, me training you, anything, just ask them in chat. I'm here to help you out. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm looking like pretty lean. I'm looking at my arms on chat right now. I'm looking pretty solid, y'all. Jeez. I'm putting in that work, man. So this is my first cardio session of the day, other than walking to get a salad earlier, which was about 20 minutes of walking. So at this point, I'm nearing the end of my day. I'm gonna eat one more meal today. So I'm gonna just try to burn as many calories as I can burn until I start feeling hungry. And then once I start to feel hungry, I'm gonna end my cardio session and I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna try to have minimal carbs, maybe some sweet potato and broccoli with whatever protein source I'm gonna have. Probably tuna, or I might just make some 93.7 ground beef. And that'll be it for today. I'm gonna cut my meals off like 2 hours before bed today. That way I can get ready to wake up tomorrow and do a fasted cardio session for 45 minutes to an hour. And then I have back and biceps tomorrow. What's going on, Trayvon? What up? What's up, man? What's going on? Trayvon is in the building. Let's go. Lock in, chat. Lock in. Guys, we're all just trying to look like Trayvon, all right? We're all just trying to look like Trayvon. That's the only reason why we walk this earth, y'all, is to put enough time in the gym that we can look like Trayvon. Because if we don't look like Trayvon, we look like shh. And we don't want to look like shh. So. But no, I actually watched my ab workout from earlier. I was looking really good earlier. Legs are starting to look like they're putting on some size, like not my calves, obviously, because I don't do calves, but my quads and hamstrings are starting to put on size. I think I've put on probably 1 inch in the last 2 months, 3 months on my legs. My arms are looking better because I'm looking leaner. My shoulders are starting to develop more now because I'm hitting my medial deltoids really, really hard now. man, I mean, everything is just starting to pay off. And obviously my core is getting better by the week. I'm not gonna say by the week. My core doesn't get better by the week. I'm gonna say by the month it gets better. I start noticing a little bit more depth in between my abs every month. It gets deeper. I get more control over my abs. Like when I wake up and I'm doing my breathing stuff, laying in bed, I can tell I have more control over my abdominal area. So, yeah, things are starting to really pan out for me in the gym. Abs are made in the kitchen. They are. Well, they, I don't know, man. I could argue that point. I could say that, well, you can say that, and you could say they're made in the gym. But then again, they are technically made in the kitchen because you have to eat food to have protein synthesis happen in your body to the point where you're actually able to rebuild it. So if you come in here and you work out and you don't eat, I don't really see much that's gonna happen with your abs. So yeah, technically, we're both right and wrong. It's made in the kitchen, it's made in the gym, but it's really, really made when you sleep. Your abs are 100% made when you sleep. If you're not getting sleep and you're not on steroids, you might as well just go ahead and cancel ever getting a decent body. 10 hours a night, guys. That's what you need to strive for every night. And if you're someone that works from home, or you're someone that's wealthy, or truthfully, if you're someone that's living off the government, you really don't have an excuse. Like if you live off the government, if you have all day and you don't really have to work, you should look like a freaking G.I. Joe. You should look like an absolute G.I. Joe if you don't have to work. Because then you can sleep 10 hours a day. You got time to make your 5 meals a day, and you have time to do like five cardio sessions a day. So if you have time to do cardio 5 times a day, work out, sleep 10 hours, eat 5 meals a day, then you should absolutely look like a freak. Maybe I need to start a fitness program for people that receive government assistance. Maybe I need to start a channel for that. And I got to figure out a catchy name for it. But like literally, I could teach people in like 6 months who are on government assistance how to get the best bodies of their life. And then hopefully after that, once I've motivated them to get like a 6 or an 8 pack and they're in really, really good shape, then they'll be in good enough shape to actually go get a job. But no, y'all, listen, there's a lot of things I could have done tonight. I could have sat around, I could have watched YouTube videos, I could have done nothing. I could have laid in bed, I could have played Call of Duty, I could have done so many other things. But I kind of enjoy this. I enjoy just coming in here, getting on the treadmill. Oh man, I'm walking so slow. Okay. Getting on the treadmill and just putting in the time, you know? I have it down to just the inner feeling now if I've had too many calories on the day. I swear to you, I can just be sitting in my house and I just know I haven't been active enough. And if I were to go to sleep right now and didn't do this extra hour of cardio, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm not gonna be as lean as I was today. You gotta get to that point. You have to get to the point where you just know. You can just feel it. Like I know when I should just go ahead and cut off all the carbs. I know when I need to come and do that extra hour of cardio. Once you do this long enough, you just know. And that's a really good feeling. It's a really, really good feeling when it's like a sixth sense. Because a lot of people question whether or not they've done too much or done too little, whether they've eaten enough or not eaten enough, or have eaten too much. And once you live this lifestyle for a certain amount of time, it just becomes natural. I did leg day yesterday, man. Trayvon, I don't know why it says message retracted. I have absolutely no idea why that message didn't come through. Maybe explain that to me in a text message, because it says your message was retracted. But no, I did legs yesterday, so I will not be touching my legs again for another 5 or 6 days, probably, maybe even 7 days. They are extremely sore, and right now I'm trying to keep cardio at a intensity level where it's not going to affect the healing process. I've got 420 to 30,000 step days coming up over the next 4 days. I'm going to be doing a lot of steps per day, probably 2 to 3 hour long cardio sessions every day. So guys, that's another thing. I see a lot of people that go into people's chats when you're in the gym, or when other influencers are in the gym, or when other social media people are in a gym setting, and they want them to do a 315 bench or a 405 bench, or just do this or do that, and a lot of people succumb to that pressure. And I'll just let you guys know right now, that won't be me. If I did chest yesterday, it wouldn't matter how much money you tip me. I'm not going to do a single rep of bench press the next day. It's just not going to happen. When you do things naturally, and your body needs to heal, you got to let it heal. If you don't let it heal, you're eventually going to get injured, or you're just never going to make gains in the gym. You're never going to have progress. So right now we're at 4 miles an hour. This is like really slow. Really slow. I'm probably going to bump this up to like 4.3 to 4.5 miles an hour on my second 30 minutes of this. That way I can get some length in my stride and kind of try to stretch out my hip flexors a little bit. But right now I'm just trying to warm everything up until everything feels good. When everything feels good, I'm going to bump up the speed. I don't really force speed in my walking until my body is actually ready for it. Sometimes that takes 3 minutes, sometimes it takes 5. But right after leg day, when I've done legs really hard, it might take 20 to 30 minutes. But anyways, how's everyone's day been so far? Oh, by the way, guys, if you could hit the like button on this live, that would be greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated if you could hit the thumbs up button while you're in here. And I guess I'll just start my walking and just walk until you guys type in chat and let me know if you have any questions you want me to answer. Whether it's diet related, fitness related, as far as what you do in the gym, sleep related, managing stress, you name it, I'll try to answer your question. And if I don't know, I'll try to point you in the right direction, because I don't know everything. I definitely do not know everything, chat. I'm always trying to learn, but I don't know everything. And honestly, when I do learn something, sometimes I forget it within a week. So, yeah, we're gonna do 60 to 90 minutes of cardio, and I'm gonna get myself ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a big back and bicep day. I'm going to go to O2 Fitness tomorrow, or Fitness Connection. I'm gonna call them and see which one has the heaviest dumbbells, and I'm gonna put in some serious back work tomorrow. I'll plan on rowing 150s tomorrow. I'm gonna do some really heavy back work, not like explosively heavy, where I'm just yanking the weight, but I'm gonna try to go really, really, really heavy tomorrow because I haven't done anything extremely heavy on back in a while. So I'm gonna try to go heavy tomorrow, give myself some good stimulus that I haven't had in a few months. And I gotta find a gym sometime tomorrow morning that has dumbbells that are at least 120s to 140s. If it's Lifetime Fitness, and it's Lifetime Fitness, I know they have them, but I'm just not a fan of that gym, especially not the setup when it comes to live streaming. I would say your best setup, honestly, would be a Planet Fitness, man. They got so much room in their gyms. Planet Fitness just, God, at least the one I went to when I was back in Greenville, that gym just seemed to have so much open area all over the place, man. You could just set up a camera on a tripod anywhere and film yourself on anything. I wish Planet Fitness was just tailored more towards bodybuilders, man, or I just wish they had two different sections. I wish they had a section for just average people and a section for people that really, really, really wanted to lift hard. Just split it up into two areas, man. Planet Fitness, if they would just change that one thing, they would just get so much more business. They're a very clean gym. They normally have very, very expensive and nice equipment. It's a shame that they only market themselves to the people that they market themselves to. But yeah, y'all, instead of sitting at home at night, if you're awake and you're sitting at home doing nothing, this is a better alternative. Okay? Get off the hub, get off the bait, and put your shoes on and go for a walk, man. It's much better than just laying around scrolling through social media, I'm telling you. This will change your life. And you can do it with me, man. You could just put me in your pocket while I'm live doing these, and you could just listen and go for a walk. We could all walk together. 1 hour is like done and over with before you know it. And it's done and over with before it indoors. Outdoors, it's even, oh man, it's way faster. An hour outdoors goes by so fast, it's crazy. I can walk for like 4 hours outside at like a 4.5 mile an hour pace and be fine. Because there's like visual stimulation. So when you have visual stimulation, it's much easier to go for longer periods of time without getting bored. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on with the pizza? What's going on with the pizza? Chat. Don't try to tempt me with pizza, chat. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, chat. Oh, wait, that's part of your name. That's part of your name. I thought you just typed a slice of pizza in chat. Oh, man. I said, ain't no way. Yep, using the elliptical. Listen. You got to get off that elliptical, man. You got to get off that elliptical. You need to get on a treadmill, all right? Get on something that's going to lengthen your stride. It's going to teach you proper movement patterns. What do you do during the day that puts you in the same movement as an elliptical? When I do things now that are cardio-based, I try to think of like movements that I would use, like playing tennis or sports or walking at a fast pace or jogging or anything. I try to like recreate movement patterns and speeds and certain things when I walk. When you're on elliptical, you only got one thing. And I don't really know that the human body moves that way naturally throughout the day. So honestly, make your body work a little bit harder and get on a treadmill. Just get on a treadmill. Then you got to balance more. There's more balance involved. Your arms are going to move more freely, not attached to something. You used the treadmill yesterday? Well, get on the stair stepper. Get through the stair stepper for the next hour. I'm just not a fan of an elliptical. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really not. I'm just really not a fan of it. I really don't even know why it was invented. I mean, truthfully, I really don't know what matter of fact, I told you guys I like to learn. When I get home, I'm gonna Google why an elliptical was invented. I'm gonna just Google it because I would love to know like what the person looked like that invented it and why they invented it. I need to find out. So tonight I'm gonna find out. Unless one of y'all wants to Google it for me right now and tell me in chat. For therapy? You mean low impact exercise for people that have joint issues and stuff like that? Yeah, I guess maybe. Because I guess when you're on an elliptical, you don't really fully extend your legs, right? I guess you're not really fully extending your legs and your arms. They're kind of like going to like a 90-degree angle, maybe a little bit past 90 degrees, and that's it. So I'm guessing it's like trying to work some mobility back into your joints and movement back into your joints without overextending them too far. Yeah, I mean, I guess that does make sense. Well, when I see a 20-year-old on it, we know that's an issue then, right? When I see someone that's 20 years old on it, I guess that's why I see an issue with it. Maybe if you're like 90, right? Maybe if you walk in here with a cane, ellipticals for you. But I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Listen, if you have knee pain, right? One of the best things that you could do to fix that, whether you want to believe it or not, is to come in here and get on the treadmill and put this thing on an incline, like a 15-year incline, and walk backwards. So a lot of you don't know my story if you haven't been following me for the last couple months, but what happened to me was about a year ago, I went out to run to get a DoorDash order, and this was at like a time in my life where I was playing Call of Duty like 10 hours a day. Crazy. I was just sitting around playing Call of Duty all day. And there was a time where it was worse than that. But I went out to run to get a DoorDash order, and I'm running down my hallway, and my knees were like done. Like it just didn't even feel right to run anymore. I didn't have that like neurological movement pattern memorized in my brain anymore. It just was sloppy. My knees hurt. And so like literally that day, I was like, I'm done. Ain't no way. There's no way in my 30s I'm gonna let myself fall apart. Now, I can squat like 365, 375. I don't use any knee sleeves. I use no knee sleeves. I have no weird feelings in my knees, no tendon issues, no joint issues, no none of that in my lower body. I'm not squatting with like any assisted stuff anymore. And like literally, I don't even wrap my knees anymore with knee sleeves. So one of the things that saved me, weighted carries on the treadmill on the incline, walking backwards. So another thing that you can do is if you walk a mile forwards. Oh God, yeah, I did that for sure. I mean, I was still eating relatively healthy, but I was getting at least one meal off DoorDash every day from somebody. Because you guys know I live stream for a living, so I was having someone get me a meal from DoorDash once a day, sometimes twice a day. And so I was having way too many carbs and probably way too much sodium and, just a lot of things on DoorDash aren't as healthy as eating organic whole foods from home. But I obviously switched that. I came in here and I started walking a lot, started doing a lot of weighted carries, and I started walking backwards and forwards, and I didn't just limit myself to like 1 mile an hour walking backwards or 3-degree incline walking backwards. I got up to where I was walking, 15-degree incline, 2.5 miles an hour, or I got to the point where there was days where I would come in here and I would try to literally run backwards as fast as I can and got up to like 10 miles an hour and did that for 20 or 30 sets. And just, if you want to prioritize ankle health, knee health, what you do forwards, also do it in reverse. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And use it. Use it or lose it, man. Yeah, walk backwards. Walk backwards. Walk backwards, and when you are walking backwards on an incline, make sure the last thing that you're doing with each step is pushing off of whatever you're walking on with your heel. Don't just do it from your toes, do it from your heel. Roll from your toes to your heel. That way you're fully extending your leg. Nope. Did legs yesterday. I will not be doing anything that is going to hinder my body from healing. So I will not be doing any sprints today. Nothing super high intensity. This is all calorie burning, low intensity for calorie burn / fat loss. So we're at 4.2 miles per hour now. When I first got on the treadmill, this would have felt a little bit too much. But now that I've warmed up, now that I've been in here and been on the treadmill for 25 minutes, this is nothing. So, like I said earlier, when it comes to walking and you actually want to improve your pace, let your body tell you when it's ready. You don't want to force yourself into a stride, okay? Like, I don't want to force myself into lengthening this. I kind of want to feel it naturally, all right? Because when you're standing here and you're walking, you're really forcing stuff. 9 times out of 10, you're getting a reverse C in your lower back. You're like doing weird things with your pelvic and your hips that you shouldn't be doing to make your leg go out a little bit further. Let everything loosen up, and then let your stride lengthen on its own. And then you can increase your miles per hour on the treadmill. So I said that I was probably going to end at 4.3 to 4.5, and I'm right on track with that. Maybe 4.5, 4.6 is where I'm going to end for the last 20 minutes of this. So but I'm serious, y'all. Best thing you can do, instead of being at home and sitting there and doing nothing, is to come out, put on your shoes, and go for a walk. It'll be the best thing you ever did. 6 months later, if you do this 2 to 3 times a day, instead of getting on social media and just talking about things that are absolutely pointless, in 6 months, you'll look in the mirror and you'll be a completely different person. I promise you. You'll feel so much better. So much better. And then once you do this long enough, and you make this a priority, and you make this like what you do with your free time, you won't ever want to go back to social media, I promise you. A lot of people are so addicted to it and just so stuck in that way of life. But once you get out of it, and once you do something else for a certain period of time that actually brings positive change to your life, you won't want to go back. You just won't. Like, if I were to go home right now and try to scroll through TikTok, within 30 seconds of doing it, I'm just like, oh God, this is such a waste of time. When a year ago I could have done it for 30 minutes to an hour and not even thought twice. I know it's pretty outside, right? I walked to get a salad earlier, and there were leaves all over the sidewalk, and I was like, man, this is nice. I did it in shorts though, which kind of sucked, but one thing I definitely want to do is start taking trips to the mountains again and doing some hiking, man. I would love to start doing that again. Like once a month, let's go up there and do it for a day. Plan all my meals accordingly, plan all my workouts around that one day accordingly, and just go and do that for a day, one time a month. So, yeah, it's just an hour, 2 hours a day. It's a good start. If you want to get to elite level, if you want to get to where This is really, really life-changing and physically performance-changing. I'm gonna say like when you get to the 4-hour mark a day, that's when you're like really, really doing something with this. If you can commit 4 hours a day to really fast-paced walking, you could see huge, and I mean huge, differences in the gym. Massive, massive differences. But I would tell everyone start at 1 to 2 hours. Nothing less than that. I think 30 minutes is a joke, and I think only doing an hour a day is kind of a joke. You really need to just split it up into 2 different sessions, an hour apiece, and then get a workout in as well. If you're really trying to shock the body and see results, 2 hours is good with a workout. Just do a workout 4 to 5 days a week, like the workouts that I do, progressively overloading the muscle, and then get cardio in 1 to 2 times a day. Get the blood flowing. Get your joints moving. That sugar floating around in your bloodstream, start using that. Get that burn out of your system. How about 1 hour bike and 1 hour swim with 1 hour lift? I mean, that's great. That's great. That's 2 hours of cardio and 1 hour of lifting. That's fantastic. But I try to plan everything that I do around my workouts. So when you swim, you're going to use a lot of your abs. You're going to use a lot of your upper body. So I probably wouldn't be swimming on a day that I was doing anything with bench or back or any of that. I like to walk because the only thing I really need to plan my walking around is leg day. That's all I need to plan. Okay, let's see here. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna have to, there we go. Perfect. I'm working on it. Easy, I'm working on it, man. It's kind of hard because I don't really have a target audience. I'm willing to work with everyone. So I can't really be specific about anything that I'm doing when I have such a broad audience, you know? I mean, I've trained someone who was an average person in the gym with an average body and then went to someone who could get through my workout and didn't bitch and moan and complain about it. Annis got through it, you know, first try and didn't quit. So, and then I know I got people that watch me in chat that would do that same workout and want to die. They wouldn't make it out of this gym. So I've got such a broad audience that I can't really just target one group, which makes it hard. It means I'm gonna have to learn a whole lot more about a whole lot more, you know, genetic makeups and body types. And I mean, it's good for me because it's gonna mean that I'm gonna have to do my homework. And I like to learn, so it's a win-win for me. But a lot of people love to specialize in one area, and that's really the only area that they work in. Like CrossFit people only want to deal in CrossFit. Powerlifting people only want to deal with powerlifting. I just like to have a very wide range of things that I can cover. It prevents things from getting boring. Heck yeah, that's awesome. That's freaking awesome. I'm even on sore legs, I'm feeling like this is nothing. Yep, very good. It's very, very good to be solid in all of them. That is true. Because if you really only had one outlet and one avenue that you could train someone in, everyone would go around and they'd be doing the same exact thing in the gym. And that would be kind of boring, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be boring to go to the gym and see everyone in the gym doing the same exact workout as the person next to them? Oh, nothing would be invented. But that's how people navigated life. So, I don't know really much about weightlifting. I don't know anything about weightlifting, proper technique. I don't know anything. I can't give you any advice on weightlifting whatsoever. That's probably one of the hardest things to learn. Snatching, jerking, power cleaning properly, being at all the right angles in relation to the bar. I mean, Olympic weightlifters, that's a science, man. Everything that they do is a freaking science. From the moment they're like 3 years old until they're done competing in the Olympics, everything they do is science-based. So that's one thing I know absolutely nothing about. I've never trained that way, so I've never really taken any interest in it. And I will say that aesthetically, the only people that I've ever seen look good that do any weightlifting stuff are people that are in the Olympics, because they are literally forced by trainers their entire life to be as lean as they possibly can be and be as strong as they possibly can be at the lightest weight. Because when you compete in weightlifting, if you can snatch 400 pounds at 150, there's a greater chance of you winning the gold medal than if you can do it at 185. So the only people I've ever seen that look really good that weightlift, that do a lot of power cleaning, that do a lot of jerks, that do a lot of snatching, are people at the Olympic level who are very, very lean, very dense, have really, really big legs. They've been doing it since they're like 5 years old. But most of the people that do Olympic weightlifting type stuff are severely overweight. They're probably sitting around 20 to 40% body fat, and they're just trying to move weight. And I really don't think that's a healthy way of living, man. I just don't. I don't think being able to move weight is as important as having lower fat levels in your body, having better cardiovascular health, better endurance cardiovascularly and muscularly. So, and I guess when you are trying to lift for aesthetics, you're also going to eat healthier than someone that's lifting to just move weight, because they don't really care what they eat. They just want to eat more calories, that way they can lift more weight. So all in all, if I were to think of the one way to lift that would probably benefit you more overall, I would say it'd be more bodybuilding and strength training, maybe like a hybrid in between each one. I would say maybe do like 70-30, 70% hypertrophy training and like 30% strength. Because eventually, if you don't get any stronger, you're not going to be able to push more weight and your body's just going to plateau. So you have to throw strength in there regardless. At some point, you have to do more volume, or you have to increase the weight week in and week out to continue to progressively overload the muscle so you get a little bit bigger. So I'd say 70-30 would be a good thing, which is what I do. I'm going to say 7 out of 10 workouts are high volume for me. And then there's maybe a couple workouts that I do that are like really, really super heavy workouts with low rep sets, like 3 to 5 reps per set. Tomorrow is going to probably be one of those days where I do like a hybrid workout. So I'm going to probably do back very, very heavy, and then when I can't go very, very heavy anymore, I'll probably finish with like 4 to 6 good volume sets and then leave the gym. I haven't had to deload. There will just be times where I finally feel like taking 2 or 3 days off, and that's what I do. And I'll walk. And that's it. I'll take 2 or 3 days off, and I'll walk. And I'll get 20 to 30,000 steps in per day. And I won't touch my muscles. Or I'll do 2 or 3 days of walking, and then my 4th day I'll do walking plus abs. That way I'm getting into a movement day where I'm actually moving weight again. And then the next day I'll come back and I'll start lifting weights again. But I'm not someone that comes into the gym and lifts at 60% of what I would normally lift at for a whole week. Just don't do it. I haven't got injured. I haven't plateaued. So I haven't seen a need to evolve into that style of training. 3 to 4 days off is a good amount of days off. I will tell you that. And if you train smart and you don't overtrain, I really don't ever see my body getting tired. I just don't. I mean, I listen to my body, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people come in here and they sit in here for 3 hours, and they just pound themselves to death day in and day out for 3 hours because that's what someone on social media told them that they need to do. If you switch things up and you sit in here for 50 minutes or less, well, there goes 1/3 of the amount of training time. So I'm doing things in an hour. Most people are sitting in here for 3 hours. Much easier for my body to heal and to not need as many days of rest as compared to someone that's sitting in here for 3 hours just pounding their lives away against weights. So I don't really get burnout. I don't really get tired. I don't really feel the need for a deload. But there are times, like once every 2 months, where I just take 3 or 4 days and just do walking. And that's it. But I will not take 3 or 4 days where I do nothing. I can assure you of that. That just won't happen. There will be no period of time, and there hasn't been any period of time in the last 6 months where I've done nothing for 3 or 4 days at a time. It's much easier to eat the same meals every day and just continue to do your cardio than it is to just play around with your food all the time. That's another reason why I won't be inactive, because I like to eat the same meals every single day. And if I do that and I'm not active for 4 days, well, guess what? I'm putting on at least a pound or 2. If I come in here and I don't do cardio 2 times a day, or I don't do cardio in here or cardio outside 2 times a day, there's between 600 and 1,000 calories I'm not burning that I would normally burn. I'm still eating the same amount of food. So you compound that over 3 or 4 days, you're looking at pretty much a pound of body fat. So I don't want to have that happen, so I just stay active. But what works for me might not work for you. And that's what a lot of people need to realize. Everyone's DNA is not the same. Everyone's blood type is not the same. Everyone's bone structure is not the same. Everyone's height's not the same. Everyone's age is not the same. And all that stuff plays a role when it comes to what you need to be doing in the gym. So you just got to find what works for you over a period of time, and hopefully that period of time isn't 10 years. If you can learn what you need to learn about your body in 6 months, you're winning. Because if you watch a lot of fitness influencers, they said, oh man, if I had known this 10 years ago, I would have never done what I did, or things would have been much different. Trust me, I'm the same way. 10 years. If you get back 10 years, I could only imagine what I would look like now if I was training the way I needed to train 10 years ago. So your goal is to learn as much as you can learn about yourself and your body and what works for your body in the shortest amount of time. And go ahead and start applying it to your life immediately. That way you can start seeing those results. And you can keep those results coming in for a long, long period of time instead of just banging your head against the wall for 5 years. Who wants to go from 230 pounds to 200, to back to 230, to back to 200, to back to 230, to back to 200? Because you only try something for a certain period of time and then it stops working. And then you try something else for a certain period of time and it stops working. Find out what really works for you and then keep applying it to your life. Day in and day out. I think I could continue to train the way I'm training right now and probably not plateau in like 2 years. I honestly feel that way. I come to the gym, I'm constantly getting stronger. I can constantly get leaner. I'm constantly progressing in how long I can walk and how fast I can walk for an extended period of time. And it's been this way now for 8 months, 10 months. So, I mean, I've just figured it out for me. And all I can do is try to help you figure it out for you so you can apply it to your life and get the ball rolling in the right direction ASAP. Some people might want to do this a different way. They might want to just stop eating as much. They might just want to never, ever, 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 ever have a cheat meal again. They might want to never have cheese again and just do it that way for a long period of time to lose weight instead of coming in here and grinding out an hour or two on the treadmill every day. I just think that increasing my caloric output is the fun way for me because I like to just put it in the work. I like to grind those steps out. I like to put in the work. I like to be active. So I'm going to continue to eat all my organic foods and have a little bit of cheese, organic cheese in one of my meals. One time a day I have a little bit of cheese in one meal, and sometimes I put hot honey, organic hot honey on my eggs, just a little bit, maybe like 1/4 of a serving, but I am doing it. But I'm also actively in here grinding away those calories and that sugar that's floating around in my body from eating that food. So you can do it with diet, or you can come in here and grind. And I just think this is the way for me. I love it this way. I am just so happy with doing it this way. So we're, wow, I guess I could bump this up to 4.3. So now 4.3 pretty much feels like 3 miles an hour. I've been walking long enough that my hips are like opening up really well. Everything feels really good. Everything feels really fluid. I'm not having to force strides. And I started at like 3.0 miles an hour. I'm at 4.3. I think if I were to spend another 12 minutes doing it at this pace, I could probably do 4.6. So I might actually be in here longer than 60 minutes, guys, because I'm just loving it. This is fun. So y'all keep me preoccupied. If y'all could, please hit the like button for me. That would be greatly, greatly appreciated. If you could just tap that live button real quick, that would be absolutely phenomenal. What's your favorite healthy meal to make? I love making ground turkey, meatballs, and vegetable broth, and chopped minced onions, bell peppers, carrots with herb spices. What's my favorite healthy meal to make? I'm gonna say I'm not a fan of turkey because of tryptophan. which will make you tired. But I am a fan of 93.7 organic grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef. That's normally imported, that's not from the United States. And I will do organic broccoli or green beans or cauliflower and organic sweet potato. And what I do to my beef to give it flavor is I use a little bit of salt and pepper, or I get this stuff from Sieta, which is this company that makes potato chips that are baked in avocado oil, and they make some taco meat seasoning that is whole foods based and organic, that is low in sodium, and I'll just put a little bit of that in with a pound of beef. So no buns, no mayo, no cheese, just 93.7 or 97.3 organic grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef, organic sweet potato, and organic broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, or green beans. And I'm pretty much baking everything now when it comes to my vegetables, or broiling it or roasting it or whatever you want to call it. I do it in my Breville oven. I mean, I eat salmon. I don't really know too much about the heavy metals in salmon. I know the albacore tuna is one of the worst for you, I believe. I'm pretty sure tuna is one of the worst for you for heavy metals. But when I do salmon, I do wild Alaskan sockeye salmon. I'm not huge on salmon. And I'm also not really huge on an anti-inflammatory diet, man. I mean, there's so many different diets that you can do. There's so many different protocols you can follow. Guys, I'm starting to think that a lot of it's just complete BS, man. I'm really starting to think a lot of it's just complete BS. There's a lot of people telling you you shouldn't eat fruit, dude. We shouldn't eat fruit. No more blueberries, no more raspberries, no more blackberries. A lot of people telling you shouldn't eat vegetables. Just, man, you're gonna die. The amount of stress that people live under from being unhealthy, being in horrible relationships and horrible marriages and having horrible friendships and having to worry about paying all these crazy bills every month, and they got crap poor jobs that don't pay them enough money, that's gonna be more detrimental to your health than eating tuna, man. Than eating salmon, you know? So, Lord, man, just eat the tuna, eat the salmon, and just get in the gym and get active. Put your shoes on and get active. Start walking, start getting active. It's not gonna kill you to eat salmon. It's not gonna kill you to eat tuna. Just do it. Eat your vegetables, eat your fruits. Don't overeat them. Don't pound a freaking entire pint of blueberries every day. Jeez Louise, man. Start learning portion sizes and how many grams of sugar are in each portion size and how many grams are in each portion size of fat when it comes to nuts. That's one thing I really can't stand. I can't stand when people eat like an entire bag of nuts. Ooh, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Nuts were not designed to be eaten like that. One serving, man. The center of your palm. There's your nuts for that meal. Guys, I don't think a lot of you understand what 1/4 of a cup looks like when it comes to nuts. If you were to take walnut halves and put it in one third of a cup, which is one serving of walnuts, 1/4 of a cup, 220 calories, 16 to 18 grams of fat. That's like literally four to six little halves of walnuts. It's like itty bitty. And I see people just grabbing handfuls, man. Handfuls of nuts and eating them. Handfuls of nuts. You gotta learn portion sizes. A lot of people gotta learn portion sizes, man. Same thing with cereal, man. One of my cheat meals about 3 weeks ago was I had peanut butter Captain Crunch. And I'm looking at what a serving size of peanut butter Captain Crunch is. with milk, and it's like, I know I can eat 4 or 5 bowls, because that's how addictive it is. But that 4 or 5 bowls is about 1,200 to 1,500 calories minimum, depending on the milk that you use, right? So yeah, you could eat peanut butter Captain Crunch once a month, as long as you're eating what? I think a serving size of peanut butter Captain Crunch is a half of a cup to a cup, and it's like 300 calories for the cereal, and then probably another 150 calories for the milk. So 1 cup, just imagine what 1 cup of peanut butter Captain Crunch looks like. It's not that much, man. It's like half of a bowl full. Just gotta look at things, man. You gotta look at things from a different perspective than you've looked at them your entire life. Most important thing though is just getting active, man. Just get active. Screw it. Just get freaking active. 3 things. 3 important things. 10 hours of sleep a night. 10 hours of sleep a night. All your foods are whole-based foods. 3 ingredients or less, and each ingredient is whole food based. And get active. You do those 3 things, your life changes. Imagine eating only foods that have 3 ingredients, and no more. Some ingredients are only 1 ingredient, like broccoli is only 1 ingredient. Sweet potato is only 1 ingredient. But there's certain things that they mix a couple different things together. Like they make salad dressings that are all organic, that have no preservatives in them, and they have like 9 or 10 different things in there that are mixed together to make it taste, somewhat decent. And that's one of those things where you could have that, because it's 9 whole food-based ingredients. So as long as you're eating everything that's whole food-based, you're getting 10 hours of sleep a night, and you're getting active every single day, your life will change. Promise you. I'm at 12 miles walking fast pace. No, I'm at 12 minutes walking fast pace. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And see, that's another thing. You gotta say no to all that. I don't go out. I might drink 1 time a year. I don't go to any parties. I don't really hang out with anyone who's unhealthy, that does unhealthy things. Those are just things you might have to get rid of. Listen, I hate to say this, but I do say it because I'm honest. I know a lot of big girls. A lot of big girls that don't want to be big. And I try to tell them, all your friends are big. You're never gonna not be big. And it's just true. If you look at them 5 years later, they've only gotten bigger. Why? Because they're in a club, the big girls club. Those people do not want to see you get in shape, because they're going to feel insecure. So they're going to do everything that they can do to keep you big. So, hate to say it, but one of the main things you got to do when you're searching for your journey in fitness is you got to cut out a lot of people. You got to get rid of a lot of people that do a lot of unhealthy things. I hate to say it. You're going to lose a lot of people in your life. And guess what? It's probably a good thing. So don't count it as a loss. Please don't. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really going to be honest with you. And I might be completely wrong about some people, but the majority of bigger people that I've seen, since they are not very active people, since they are not very motivated, active people that are coming in here and keeping to themselves and putting in the work in the gym and in the kitchen, what else do they have to do during the day? Well, most of them are full of drama. They love being on social media and live streaming on social media platforms with everyone else and being full of drama. They love to talk about drama. Drama. That's one thing I see from people who are severely out of shape, obese, They only sit around and they are involved in drama all over the internet. So when I say that losing some of these people might be a good thing for you, man, if you know anyone like that, gotta go. Cut them loose. Cut them loose, man. You gotta kick them to the curb. The drama is real in the bigger community. I mean it. Please don't judge me for saying that. Please don't, because I know there's a few that are genuinely good people, but most of the bigger people that I know, they are not active. And the only thing that they can do is get on that computer or that cell phone and just be about that drama. That's their activity for the day. I see it on TikTok. I see it all over social media all the time. Well, when you cut out those 3 or 4 hours a day doing that and you come in here and you do this, your life changes, not only physically, but mentally. So, this isn't just good for you physically, this is good for you mentally. Because you are literally excluding yourself from that environment for 3 or 4 hours a day. And if you do that for 6 months, I'm telling you, you won't want to go back to that life. You will not want to go back to that life. I don't. At all. I don't think about my exes. I don't think about going back to anyone. I don't think about going back to my previous life. I mean, very rarely I would say, oh, I'd like to be young again because I had fun when I was young. But as far as anything else concerning my previous life, I don't look back at it, man. I'm doing too much every day to look back. And that's what you should be doing every day, chat. You should be doing so much every day that there is no looking back. We've done an hour. Nah, man. Come on, man. I'm just talking about their personality, what they do with their personal life. Obviously, they overeat. But in all reality, it's more drama than anything. Because they can't do anything else. And I hate it for them, because there's a better life out there for them. And it's waiting for them. Their better life is just waiting for them. But they got to be the one to take that step. They have to be the one to take the step. I can't take it for them. No one else can take it for them. There is a better life out there for all of us, chat. I promise you. You just have to just take that step in the right direction and just keep taking it. Lord, I'm telling you, man, I don't ever regret walking anymore. I don't ever regret putting my shoes on and coming to the gym. I don't ever say, man, I don't want to be doing this. It's crazy that I've come this far. When you get to the point where you actually love doing this, heck yeah, man, you've made it. I love this. I freaking love this, chat. I think I could go 4 more hours, chat. I really do. I could go 4 more hours like this, chat. It'd be good. Wake up tomorrow, get on the treadmill for like an hour tomorrow, and then do back, and then do treadmill again. This, chat, this is great. This is just so good. I'm at like over 400 calories now. You know? I kind of want to go to 500. I think 500 is a good cutoff. Nah, I'm not really about that, man. It's too much. It's just too much. I like being muscular. I like being able to lift weights. To me, that's just too much. I'm not going to do like 30 miles a day. I'm just not going to do that. It's just too much. I'm at that happy point right now. I'm at the happy point. You almost sit and go to the gym? Man, lock in. I'll start doing these multiple times a week, guys, if y'all lock in. I swear I will. If y'all lock in, if y'all drop those likes on the live, share this thing out, and we get some views going up in here, I'll do this thing, man. I'll do it 5 times a week, chat. I'll show up for y'all 5 times a week, chat. We'll get on a schedule. I'll get on a schedule for y'all and everything. But I need y'all to show up for me too. That's the thing. You guys got to show up for me as well. It's very, very miserable toting around all this equipment and setting all this stuff up. and just having a dead community, you know? A dead community is not a good community. We need some people to get alive up in this chat. I want to hear success stories, positive things happening in people's lives. Someone comes in here and say, guess what, Justin? I didn't get on TikTok all day today, baby. I went to the gym. I walk like 5 times a day. Guess what? Booyah. I'm gonna be so happy for you. I'm gonna be so happy for you, chat. I swear I will be. I need to go ahead and get another person on my YouTube channel. I need to do that ASAP. I need to go ahead and get another person on my YouTube channel. I need to go ahead and get my flyers made and start passing those out at commercial gyms. There's a couple things I need to go ahead and do that I've been kind of neglecting over the last 2 weeks. I need to go ahead and get it done. So I think I'm gonna get it done this week. I'm gonna try to have AI generate me a nice little flyer that I can pass out to random people about getting a free personal training session with me, as long as they're willing to get put on my YouTube channel and just start grinding these videos out, chat. Get these people motivated. Let them know that there's people in the fitness industry that aren't trying to just get their money for a little doo-doo workout, an hour-long doo-doo workout. I'm gonna put you through it. I can tell you one thing, you spend an hour with me in the gym, there ain't gonna be no, oh man, this was There won't be none of that. You're gonna wake up the next day, you're gonna know we worked out, chat. All right, so we're gonna go, I just ended right here. But I'm gonna go for like another 10 minutes and just end my live after that. I'm gonna go for another 10 minutes, chat. 500 calories total, and then I'm out. See, I didn't even want the treadmill to end. But guys, listen to me. Heck yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome, I'm proud of you. Y'all listen, just get up tomorrow and get active. Do like two or three rounds of an hour of cardio. And then let me know, next time I'm on, let me know. Or if you don't see me on live, well, actually I'm gonna do live tomorrow, so let me know. At least do an hour to an hour and a half of cardio by 3 to 5 p.m. tomorrow. So that way when I'm at the gym and I'm live doing back and buys, you can let me know how you feel. How you feel after an hour and a half of cardio done halfway through your day. I wanna know. I wanna know what kind of difference you feel. You know? Oh. Let's go. So we're gonna do, I guess I'm gonna do 8 more minutes, chat. 8 more minutes and we're done. I'm so glad all y'all tuned in. Happy to see everyone. Hopefully this grows. Hopefully we end up having like 500 to 1,000 people sitting here on the treadmill getting their steps in with me. That would be awesome. Wait, where did my chat go? It just disappeared on me. Oh crap. Oh no, my chat disappeared. I don't know where it went. Oh dear. Guys, my chat, oh, there it is. I see I got leg day tomorrow in 1 hour or something, but there's a icon in the way. There's a little heart icon in the way of the last word, so I can't see. All right. 7 minutes left, chat. 7 minutes left. We'll be over 500 calories. We will call it a day. My laptop, my iPad's gonna die in that period of time anyway, so it's gonna work out perfectly. I mean, I eat that stuff. I had dark chocolate earlier, dark chocolate covered espresso beans. And I'm in here burning off the sugar that's in it. So, we're down to 5 minutes, chat. 5 minutes left. We're so close. We are so close, chat. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. Yeah, I mean, I would probably try to have only a tablespoon of it a day. Before I came to the gym, I had Japanese tencha leaf green tea imported from Japan with 40 billion MGU, or I can't remember what it is, Manuka honey. Well, my jar of Manuka honey is like $80 for a jar. So the honey that I eat is Manuka honey, which is imported. So I did that to get my metabolism going instead of a pre-workout. And then I waited like 30 minutes and here I am. Four minutes left, chat. Oh, it's probably blended. It's probably not even real. Manuka honey? I doubt you're getting Manuka honey for $10 from Aldi's. I doubt it. You're definitely not getting Manuka honey from Aldi's for $10, bro. It's completely fake. I promise you. Like, the cheapest thing of Manuka honey you can get is like 30 bucks. John D, I cannot do that. I'm sorry. I am doing more than enough by giving you free fitness advice. I'm not here to support you financially. Sorry. 3 minutes left, chat. 3 minutes left and then we're done. We'll be at like 530 calories on the day, plus my workout earlier, plus my cardio earlier. This will be good. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day, chat. I wanna make sure I get my sleep. We're gonna go in the gym tomorrow. We're gonna kill back. We're gonna kill it. I'm gonna try to pound my back hard tomorrow. So look forward to that workout because tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a lot of screaming, a lot of grunting. Don't think I'll be reading chat as much. I'm just gonna get in there and I'm gonna get to it. And we're gonna go crazy heavy. All right, we're nearing 2 minutes, chat. So we got 2 minutes. If you have anything else you want to say to me, say it now. Because in about 2 minutes, I'm hopping off of here. And I'm gonna go home and eat my last meal of the day, chat. We're gonna make our last meal of the day. And then we're gonna go and relax and lay down. So we ended at 4.4 miles an hour. I'm ending at 4.4. Nice little 70% pace. I'm gonna say maybe 75 to 80% actually today. Not too bad. 5 miles an hour today would have been a stretch. That's for sure. I would have had to overexert myself for 5 miles an hour. I remember when I could gauge how good I was feeling at 4 miles an hour. Now I try to gauge at 5. And maybe one day I'll get 5.5. Maybe 6. I doubt 6. But 5.5 maybe in a year is where I gauge how good I'm feeling. If I can do 5.5 miles an hour for a solid hour nonstop, that would be pretty dope. 30 seconds left, chat. We're coming to the end. I feel like I haven't done anything, but I have. I burned 530 calories. So I will definitely be in a slight deficit today, which is good. As long as I don't eat anything too crazy before today's over, I will be in a slight deficit. All right, guys. That's it. That's it, chat. I feel good. I feel like I haven't overexerted myself. I feel like I've got the blood flowing. My legs feel good. Everything feels good. I hope you guys feel good. Tomorrow, give this a go. Go to the gym. Go outside. Put your shoes on and get to walking. I will be doing an hour of fasted cardio tomorrow, not live. And then I will be going to the gym after 2 more meals. I will be going to the gym and I will be doing really, really, really heavy back. Okay, so turn on your notifications. I will post on all of my social media when I'm going to go live tomorrow. I'll give you guys like an hour to 30 minutes of advance notice. But tomorrow is going to be a good day for me. I'm going to really, really put my back through hell tomorrow, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. So, guys, I hope y'all have a fantastic night. Thank you for coming tonight. I hope I slightly motivated a few people, and hopefully you will apply some of this to your life tomorrow. Don't let it leave your brain. Wake up, walk for 30 minutes to an hour, take a shower, go about your day. Midday, 30 minutes to an hour, finish the rest of your day, 30 minutes to an hour tomorrow night. Try that 3 times in one day. Let me know how you feel in the comments on one of my videos if you try it, or next time I'm live, just let me know when I'm live. And I'm here to congratulate you because that's what I want to see you doing. I want to see you get active. I want to see you get healthy. I want to see you live your best life, your longest life, for your kids, for your family, and for yourself. So guys, thank you for hanging out again. Stay tuned for tomorrow's workout. And until next time, deuces. I'm out, chat. I gotta go. We'll see you, chat. Love you. Bye-bye now.